All right, it's crooked, but that's okay.
It's
Happy
crooked.
Friday.
Happy Friday.
Ooh, look at, again, every week we have a ton of people.
So
Ton of new people, too.
I sat over there to eat my breakfast burrito and just like observing everybody freaking vibing and networking and just meeting people and becoming friends. It's like the meeting is awesome, but stay after the meeting. That's when you really
and
get
even
to...
before.
Good
People
point.
get here early.
Good point.
They set up their coffees here. They go to the couch over there.
Yeah.
It's the connections we're hearing, the stories I'm hearing about the people that are finding their tribe, starting new businesses, doing their thing. It's pretty amazing.
It's huge. It's huge in the most humble way. It's like this is, it's a lot of people, but it's free. It's intimate. People feel welcome here.
Right.
It's like you should, if you haven't been yet, you should just walk by and see if it pulls you in.
Yeah, people will go to the bathroom, walk by, and they're like, "Hey, what's happening?" And they stop by, and it's magical things happen, but it calls to you when it calls to you. You just need to scan that QR code.
That's why we sat here. That's why we sat here.
See that?
There were 3 people today that were like, I was walking by and I just wandered in, and it's like, wander on in.
Yeah.
It's like when you're a little kid and you see a bunch of kids playing and it's like, I want to go
the
play.
Cool kids.
Like, why is it so hard for kids? They can walk up to other kids and be like, can I play with you? But adults, it's like, they're so intimidated, or they think they have to like have a buy-in. It's like, you can just walk in.
That's what's interesting too, because a lot of the coffees I have, that's the biggest thing people are saying, that they're not really, people in San Diego are very kind, very nice, but nobody's really looking for friends. So they have their friends, and that's it. And so everyone wants friends. Everyone wants to be able to like find somebody to go hang out with. And that's what the group has become. It's this place where you can find friends that you have dinners with, you go for walks with. I mean,
it's a weird thing. When I moved back from Idaho when I was like 21, I had the hardest time finding friends here in San Diego. And I think it's because the people who were like tight, they wanted to stay tight. Not until I came back at 35 that I started meeting new friends. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
It is.
Tribal, maybe.
Well, yeah, and I think people kind of get comfortable with who they have, what they have, and it's like, but I always tell people the friends you have in your 20s may not be the same friends you have in your 30s, may not be the same friend. It fits, and there's no love lost. And sometimes we feel guilty because it's like, well, I've been friends with them for 20 years, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be their like you have to hang out with them every day for the next 20 years. So.
And be glad. Be glad. When you have an evolution of friends, be glad. I'm very different than I was 20 years ago. Less annoying.
And you should be every day. You should evolve to different phases. And, like I still have love for all my buddies that if you are watching this that just drink every day and party. I'm too old for that now.
Dude.
But I still love you.
Dude.
I hope you have fun and continue that, whatever you like, keep doing it. But for me, I'm in a different situation now where I can't drink like I used to. I don't want to drink like I used to.
That's a major part of evolutionary relationships.
Right.
It's like, are they drinking all the time and you don't want to drink? Are they eating all the time and you don't want to eat that kind of food? Are they mindful and you don't want to be mindful? You want to be thoughtless? It's like, no.
Right.
You can change groups, and luckily the groups that I've met here, the friends that I've met at the group, it's like, I feel like you're my family, obviously.
We all are.
Yeah.
I mean, we really are. You see someone on the street and you're like, you greet them like their family, and it's, you just feel, it makes every day, regardless of what happens to you during the day, may have a difficult time, it makes it a little easier when you know you have somebody to be like, oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, seriously. I remember the first year I came back here, it was New Year's, like a few weeks later, and I was like, I don't know, I don't have any friends, like, what am I going to do on New Year's? I went by myself to proper NYC. I went by myself to a music festival because I was like, I don't know anybody, so I guess I'll just be around a bunch of people. And now it's like, if I want to spend Halloween, I've got a group of people who are going to celebrate Thanksgiving. I have a group of people that want to celebrate, or I could stay home.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, understand yourself. Sometimes you just need to be isolated. Sometimes you need community. but listening to yourself. But at least with here, you have the ability to, if on a Tuesday night, you're like, hey, you know what, I'm going to go do something.
Dude.
You can go do something with somebody.
I went to the women's group on Tuesday.
Oh, all right.
It was deep.
Ooh.
Amy is a badass. She
Yes.
facilitated this really deep breath work and eye gazing. So
that's difficult.
It was very difficult.
We did that for the
me.
men's group one time. You
I
don't
was
realize
wondering.
how difficult it was.
Very difficult. And actually, that was one of the questions that I had for Amy. I was like, I wonder if they do this at the men's group because people have their own thoughts going in their head, looking in the eye of somebody else, and even if it has nothing to do with that person's thinking, you think, oh, that's what they must be looking at on me, and it's like, no, those are your own thoughts.
Yes,
the other person's thinking completely something else, because we were doing that for like over 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's so it was our very first. We had 53 men show up for the inaugural men's group.
Yeah.
And Q had us doing the same thing. Stand like 3 feet away, looking each other's eyes. Take one step forward. Take one step forward to the point where you're like this, and wow.
So next step, I've always heard eye gazing in the mirror at yourself is also very, very difficult. And for me, that's going to be hard. So that'll be the next. I'll try that on my own.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting. I'll try that.
Yeah. It's funny, though. It's like I can communicate with you, look in your eye very easily. Right. But in silence is
I know.
very
That's
difficult.
True. That is true.
Without smiling, without making faces.
Well, no, that's the thing. What we found when we were fidgeting, we were doing stuff with our hands. We were like, no, you're right.
Yeah.
But I love it because it's if you kind of just go through life, work, and obviously take care of your family. You don't try to do other things and see other modalities, you would never experience that. I would have never experienced that if it wasn't for people within the group and trying breath work, trying, the men's group, things like that, pickleball, things like that.
Yeah.
This is opening it up so that you're trying, you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. Yeah.
I'm excited. There was a newer person here today who made an announcement that she does internal family systems. Oh. Amy brought up internal family systems at the women's group. And then guess what? The therapist that I just brought on to Solana Beach Wellness Collective, she practices internal family systems. I'm like, is this a modality that I need to dive into deeper? Because it's powerful.
Yes.
Just that name, you can already tell it's going to be deep.
Yes. And did you see how when Ian spoke, it resonated with people every week?
Dude.
There's always, the speakers always seem to resonate with people in a specific way. Next week, we're going to have, she just moved here from the UK, and she worked in corporate. She worked at marketing for Enterprise, Rent-A-Car, all these major companies. She's bringing it to the Wellness Collective. So
I used to work at Enterprise.
Oh,
dude,
that's
for
a college
like
job.
2 years.
It's a college job. Yes, absolutely.
That was a grinding. Yeah.
Well, she's going to bring, because her practice is called Soul Marketing. She's bringing the soul to the corporate level marketing to community members. So that'll be a good talk for next week.
With like the green blazer?
Green blazer,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be perfect timing. It's, unfortunately, I'm not going to be here, but that's okay.
We'll record it.
Yeah.
Ian's presentation resonated with so many people. That turned into the discussion, and then it was the end of the meeting because so many people were like, how do you do this? This is how I do it.
Yeah.
And I've known Ian as a part of the group for such a long time, but to hear him speak like that was like, wow, I want to refer you more people who I know have ADHD and look at it as like a disorder, but it's like, no, it can be a part of your life and you can mold it in a way that's useful for you.
Exactly. I love that. And a lot of people raise their hand because they have ADHD or they have symptoms of ADHD. He brought up that it's not a chemical thing, it's an emotional thing.
Dude.
Which I absolutely believe. Yeah. And you know how I met Ian? I met him at a networking group. We were having breakfast at this networking thing, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I feel this. It doesn't resonate with me. But I sat next to him and we started talking. I'm like, hey, I have this thing. Bless you. I have this thing that I just started on Fridays. Would love for you to come and have coffee.
Epic.
And he came, and it was at that time maybe eight of us. And yeah, so he's been here for a while.
He's been one of the OGs.
The OG.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people probably like playfully say like, it's because I have ADHD. It's like, well, if you're saying that playfully, probably in a serious note, yes, you do. Yes. But the way you handle it is the part that's going to make a huge shift for you. It's like, are you just going to like be frustrated with yourself and think that you're not, you know, enough or whatever because you can't finish these tasks? Or are you thinking of it as, all right, now I need some kind of guidance so that I can use my superpower?
Absolutely. And the thing too is a lot of people use ADHD as an excuse or a crutch. It isn't. It's honestly a superpower. You just have to figure out how to. And I like what he does. He meets you where you're at. He doesn't try to change you. He meets you where you're at with what you're doing, and then he helps you manage that. That's what's great because, to be honest, try to control or tell an ADHD person what to do. Not gonna work.
So this is fascinating. A lot of my moms in my office, or actually one of my patients, she was a occupational therapist for the San Diego School District, and she was overwhelmed by the number of families that needed an IEP. So their kid maybe had some kind of neurodivergence, some kind of learning, you know, adversity, and they needed some extra help, and the school districts don't have the specialists for it anymore because they've cut the budgets or whatever. And so families are looking for help with their child who may have ADHD or anxiety or whatever outside of the school system. And I always refer them to Ian.
Oh, nice.
I don't know, you know, if they take the referral, but it's like, how can I help you help your family now? Don't wait till they're 25 years old.
Yes. And the thing too is typically what will end up happening with children is they immediately put them on medication. The thing about Ian, he doesn't shy away from it. Again, same thing. He'll meet you where you're at. So if you need medication, you need medication. It's different. It's a different aspect that he does to help people get through it and manage it. So.
Or, you know, like, let's pretend if I had like sciatica, like, oh, my fucking sciatica, I hate it, like, or I have ADHD, my fucking ADHD. It's like, don't look at it that way. Don't look at it as like some detrimental problem. It's like, there are solutions for you, whatever that may be.
You're exactly right. It's just you got to have some systems in place, and you have to understand where you're at. I always tell people every time I meet with them that, you know, a lot of people I meet with have ADHD, and they're like, you know, I've been told I need to stop doing this so I can concentrate. No, you can do it all. You just have to make sure that you understand your energy. And to be honest, for an ADHD person, if you focus in on one thing, you'll get bored. So you need to be able to have the outlets. You need to be able to have. So if you have ideas for this, ideas for that, it's just a matter of creating the system so that you can handle all of it. Trust me, you could do it all.
True. I liked this recommendation he gave. He said instead of it being like, I have to be done at 12 and then meeting at 1 and then pick up the kids at 2, he was like, okay, after lunch I have to do this. And then after the meeting I have to pick up my kids. And then after I pick up my kids, so more like landmarks versus like time slots.
And then what I do is I will earmark a certain time for that hour to do work. But I don't say what work. Because it's how I feel at the time. So if I say I'm going to work on the spa from 9 to 10, what if I don't feel it? What if I don't feel the spa? So then I'll work on, when I'm there, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to start working on Tenisi Tech or whatever it is. So if you kind of pigeonhole yourself and say, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write my book. Well, what if you sit down and you're not feeling inspired? Well, use that hour, but use it for something else that you're feeling at that time.
There was some author that he wouldn't shower until he finished his book. And it was like, that was his time frame. It wasn't like, okay, in 1 month I need to finish my book. It was like, no, when I finish my book, then is when I get to shower. It's like, that's not a calendar event. That's a task that you have to, get to.
I don't recommend that. That could be, you might not have any friends.
That's what I do.
That's what she does.
Yeah. Wearing a hat.
She hasn't showered. But, I mean, but again, different modalities for different people, different solutions for everyone. Be flexible. Try to learn. Come Friday. Good on you. 9 o'clock. I'm telling you, it'll call to you when it calls to you, but when you do, you're going to feel inspired. You can feel supported. At Maya Moon Collective in
North Park.
Normal Heights. Go there Tuesdays, 9 o'clock. Contact us. If you want to be on the podcast, if you want to sponsor. Look, for you sponsors, think about it. We get 5,000 to 10,000 views every episode, every one of these, which again, thank you for watching, liking, subscribe.
Yeah.
We have our Instagram is kind of blown up. I may start a TikTok.
Okay.
And every Friday we have over 100 people. If you want to sponsor us and have people that are committed and that could see, like we have John Milkowski, Tax Law, his banner up, which by the way, we got to take that.
Yeah.
But if you want to sponsor us, sponsor us.
Yeah.
Have an ad. Do the podcast. We'll do a commercial for you just for fun because we love doing those things.
Here's the thing. These are real people, real followers versus sometimes like Instagram people have like 50,000 followers and a lot of those are bots and they're fake. So it's like to have 3,000 followers of actual supporters, I think it's more potent.
And you'll see, somebody has an event, you're going to see majority of their guests that go to whatever event they have is from the group.
Yeah.
So as a sponsor, that's what you're looking for. And that's our goal, is to really help your business because it is difficult to have a business in California. We want to be able to continually bring you business, brand awareness, everything. The group is really how you can do it.
It's a beautiful group. Thank you, June.
Thank you so much. And I can't wait for the Halloween party.
See you tomorrow.
Halloween party. See you tomorrow.
Yes.